whilst it is a really busy and time-consuming thing to do, making these programmes, it is also hugely rewarding. Meeting new people, making new friends, being asked to get involved right at the start with some new companies, getting hold of the latest models and even pre-production guns from manufacturers, and being able to test out these latest offerings, whether they be good, bad or indifferent. Then just occasionally it's nice to look back and reflect. After testing the amazing Airgun Leshy 2 recently, with its beautiful finish and diminutive dimensions, I thought I would go back to my gun cabinet and take a trip down memory lane. The equally diminutive Brocock Contour S6. Hello and welcome to AAR on Air. Yes, this week it's a trip down memory lane to a time when chocolate bars seemed bigger, the world didn't seem so busy, and the roads were as quiet as they were in lockdown. But every day. It was also a time when things were simpler, no electronics or the like. A time when the name on the gun was the name of the company who made it and sold it. This little Brocock is mine. I bought it many years ago simply because I loved its size and design. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Size-wise, this is just 69 centimetres or approximately 27 inches long without a silencer, and was supplied without a silencer, but it does have a bark to it if you don't fit one. I fitted the Huggett and Summers Special to this one. It does a really good job of quietening everything down. I have reviewed this little beauty in the past, and that review is up here if you want to take a look. This is a 177 caliber and is a sub 12 foot-pound version. The barrel is 320mm long and is open. No straps, no shroud, nothing complicated going off here. Below this is the air cylinder, which is not only small in diameter and length, meaning a low volume, but doesn't even have a manometer or gauge to tell you what air you have left. The filler is under a metal screw-on dust cover and is a simple Foster fitting design. With this in mind, it does mean you need to revisit your pump or bottle fairly frequently to ensure you're keeping the pressure up. I usually take this up to around 190 bar and get about 35 good shots out of it before it drops to approximately 100 bar, at which point pellets start going southwards. That shot count from a non-regulated simple design gun is more than acceptable to me. Power-wise, this is pretty consistent at 11.9 foot-pounds using 8.4 4-grain JSBs, which are its preferred choice of nutrition. Underneath this cylinder is probably one of the main reasons why I bought this baby rifle, the stock. It is a single piece of what would appear to be walnut and has more curves than the entire cast of Love Island. The only difference being this piece of wood is all natural and hasn't been artificially fiddled with other than to lovingly shape it into what we see here. There are no rough edges or sharp edges anywhere, and the whole thing is beautifully ergonomic with the cutout thumb hole and thumbs up shooting position. The removal of non-essential wood from the rear of the stock simply helps with the lightweight intention, leaving this thing weighing in at an anorexic 1.8 kilograms or 3.9 pounds on scoped. The grip and forestock are beautifully designed and finished. The underside of the grip has the original Brocock name embossed into it. The trigger is a 2-stage item and has a pull weight of around 1 pound. The bolt action above it, again, is all about simplicity, and it is about as simple as it gets, and is a short and easy action to use. This is the only form of safety you have, so don't cock it unless you're going to use it. The magazine is a 6-round item and is both small and completely uncomplicated. Simply drop in your 6 rounds and the O-ring holds them in place. Slot that into place and you're ready to go. Let's take a look at the accuracy, shall we? Before we do, here is the list of excuses. This being July in England, the weather was miserable and I managed to film this between the rain, but it was still very windy. This has a really bad scope fitted to it and I wanted to drop either a hawk or a vector scope onto it, but I didn't have one lying around at the time of the target work and I was trying to film this before it started to rain again. So I stuck with this one that was fitted. Out at the usual 40 metres then. Excuses to one side, not bad at all. I can accept that. I should also point out that this was great fun. And even after I got the camera in from the rain, I carried on shooting the bottle tops and flip targets and was hitting them consistently right up until the thunder started, and I thought it would probably be best to get back in out of the way. It really is great fun to use. It is crying out for a nice scope though, and I promise to treat it to a better one in the scope review that I'm putting together. Yes, it would be nice to have a higher shot count, but a larger cylinder would simply spoil the looks in my opinion. I've used this for a spot of pest control in the past, when in tight places before I got the Airgun lashes, and it did itself proud. And of course you can carry this around all day without becoming tiresome. It is also a great little gun for the younger shooters to use and get some supervised practice with. I really make no excuses for bringing this gun out today, and whilst there are guns that will outperform it and are far more modern and sophisticated, I still love its simplicity and design, and I do feel I should give it an airing more often than I do, because in smaller places where a light, lower powered and accurate tool is required, this certainly does the job. But I'm now at that point in its life where I wouldn't want to damage that sexy little stock. If you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane with me, please give us the usual thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell, take a look at what's going off on the AAR website, forum and shop, and follow us on all the media platforms. For now though, thank you for indulging me. Stay safe and shoot safe, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.